G'day viewers, my name is Michael and welcome back to Single Racer. Now today's video will actually be a two-parter, and that's because I want to show you what I consider the top 10 car and track combinations for Automobilista 2, or at least the beta version as it currently stands. But what I'd like to do is split them up into 5 fun car and track combinations and my 5 favourite car and track combinations in a separate video. But just before I show you my top 10 favourite car and track combinations for AMS2, just 3 or 4 bits of housekeeping if I may. And the first one is that I'm upset with AMS that I was a bit of a track snob. In other words, I didn't play it much because of the fact that it had these Brazilian tracks that I never heard of. So I'm upset that I didn't give it much of a chance, although in fairness, part of the fact was because it didn't support VR and I was just getting into VR at the time as well. But I have to say the tracks are the best part of this sim. If someone said to me, you know, the cars are a bit weird or a bit, you know, the collection's a bit strange, I could kind of understand where they're coming from. I don't agree, but I could understand it. But the tracks to me are sensational. I originally started with the top 5, then I went to top 7, and then I went now to top 10, and there's plenty of other possible combinations. So if you actually have a combination, I'd like to hear it in the comments if you think you've got a really good car and track combination you can add to this list. So the second bit of housekeeping has to do with the fact that I was worried that the one single video might get too long, but it worked out perfectly anyway because it enables me to have 5 fun combos where, you know, the cars are a bit more slower or something like that, and then my 5 personal favourite combinations in another video. But just on that case, I'm not doing full races or even a full lap because the videos will just get too long. I just want to do sort of 30 to 40 seconds, but please keep in mind that most of these Brazilian tracks I don't know, so my driving is terrible. Like, I'm braking way too early in the corners because I'm not 100% sure where I'm going. But also I've noticed some tracks don't have the map on yet, even if you select it in the larger menu. So I had to kind of guess where I was going. So my driving is as such. And so continuing on from there, the third thing is the trouble that I had trying to pronounce some of these tracks. I mean, I've never heard of half of them, so trying to figure out how to pronounce them. Now, mind you, being an Australian, here you go, mate, it's already hard to probably understand me. So what I thought I would do is just take a screen grab of the actual car and track combo, just so you can see it in a in a physical form, and you can just pause the video if you want to give any of these car and track combos a try. But I'll try and pronounce them, but you know, I'll definitely muck it up. So please keep that in mind. And the final thing is, just before we wrap up and go on to the 5 fun combos in this video, is that I'm not known as an F1 driver. I do have F1 cars because I appreciate the machinery, but I'm not considered that type of channel, so I've kind of avoided the specific F1 and go-karts part of the sim, so please keep that in mind. But I think you all know me as more of the you know, like a GT3 or tin top 4-door type car driver anyway, so that's more in flavour with the cars that I've picked. And so to sum up, after playing many more hours in the game, what do I still think of it? Well, I've got to say that it's probably not and I am a fanboy, but it's probably not an Assetto Corsa beta just yet. But the thing that strikes me about it so much is I don't think I've had as much fun playing a sim as my previous favourite old style game, which was Toka 2, or some of you might know it as Toka Race Driver 2, I think it was called as well. But TOCA 2 just had so much fun. It just kept drawing me back, and this sim has that same feeling. I just want another go, another go. So I absolutely think it's fantastic. So let's now move on to the first 5 fun combos in Automobilista 2 beta version. And the first car in the list is actually a car I didn't think I'd enjoy driving when I saw it in this car list. It's the Lancer. It's the RS version. There's an R and an RS to choose from, and there's no better place to take a tin top 4-door sedan in the rain than Brands Hatch, the GP version. So let's see how it goes. And the second fun combo of choice is called the Copa Uno, and I took it to, now I would pronounce it as Juarez or Jerez. I don't know quite how you'd pronounce it correctly, but I would say Juarez. And the thing that I found is I tried this car on a couple of other tracks, being a slow car, but the default gearing didn't match the track, and that's an very important point about the fun of a certain car on a certain track is the gearing just seemed to suit this track. So let's check it out. Now this third combo almost made my best combos video. It just fell short, but it's called the Roco 001. Now again, there are 3 different choices, but this is the car I prefer in the 3 choices. And we take it to Kansai, which is commonly known, I think, as Suzuka, but they can't officially use the name, of course. But this is an absolutely fantastic combo. So let's check this one out. Now this fourth one in the fun list is a little harder to control, but if you can tame it, it's very rewarding. And it's called the Ultimate GTR Race, and no better place to hear its screaming engine than Imola. And what better way to round out a fun list than to take a Chevrolet called the Old Stock and take it to a classic 1970s track called Spielberg. Now, the two other choices of track are also called Spielberg, but we probably know them better as Red Bull Ring. But this is a different layout. It's the third choice in the list, and it is fantastic, both to race but also in looks. It just looks tremendous. So let's now wrap this up with this car. And so this is Michael signing out for Single Racer. Till the second video, I'll catch you next time. See you later. Well, to quote that famous saying, you can't win 'em all. See you in the next video.